Hello, hello, my beautiful soul tribe. Oh my goodness, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Thank you for being here. We're going to do our next zodiac sign. Looks like we got, what, about 5 of them left. Before we see who we're going to read for, I am being drawn to start with this deck, so that's what Spirit put in my mind for whoever this is. Just want to make an announcement. I finally got my live button, y'all, over there on TikTok. So for those of y'all that are following me over there, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing over here. I appreciate y'all helping me grow. OMG, I love y'all. Seriously, I'm so grateful to each and every one of you guys. And so to show my appreciation, tonight at 6 p.m. Central Time, I plan on doing my first live. I'm going to be giving free readings away for as long as I've got energy to go. It is going to be first serve, first come, first serve. So you guys, I hope to see y'all over there. If you're interested in allowing me to pull your energy specific, just pop on over and join us on the live later, okay? I love you. Thank you so much, okay? But yeah, let's go ahead and see who we're going to be reading for. This is the zodiac sign readings. This could be your sign or the sign of someone that, you know, you're watching for. It's sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node placement. Sometimes it could be the south node placement, okay? Take it how it resonates. Leave what don't fit. He could be she could be he. Gender is fluid. And reverse the roles in the story if the roles are reversed for you. Use your discernment, okay? Be a leader of your discernment. That's what Linda says. I forget what her channel's called, but I love her. Be a leader of your own discernment. I like that. I like that. Okay? All right, Spirit. Who are we going to be reading for next? Ooh, looks like Pisces. Okay, my beautiful Pisces. Let's see why Spirit's drawn me towards this deck for you guys. Pisces. Wait a minute. Did I already? No, okay. Yeah, Pisces, Spirit. Why is, what do you want to tell me about Pisces? A butterfly garden. Okay. Okay, so right away what I'm getting for you, Pisces, is there's some big change on the horizon for you, okay? Something that you've been manifesting. It could have to do with your healing. Maybe you've been studying your healing. Maybe you've been going to school and you're about to receive your certificate or something, right? But whatever this is, it's a big change. Yeah. You're listening. You're following your inner guidance, which is really beautiful, okay? Spirit's bringing in a reward for you is what I'm hearing, because you've been working so hard on something. And so your garden is about to bloom, whatever you've been planting, whatever seeds you've been planting in your life. If it's not going to school, maybe, you know, it's just you've been working really hard on healing a certain relationship in your life. Or maybe you've been working really hard on just healing through your own self-love, right? Whatever you've been working hard on, you're coming to a checkpoint, I guess you could say, right? You're about to have a breakthrough on something. Okay, so yeah, you're about to discover something. This says curiosity, discovery, small moments in life. A woman holds a blooming flower in her hand as she gazes towards the sky. On her head sits a butterfly, closely examining the purple petals. Enjoying the situation, the woman stands still and quietly soaks in her surroundings. She does not want to disturb the scene. In our daily life, there are so many possible moments that could be precious, if we would just take the time to notice them. Be mindful of your surroundings and pay attention. Ask, why is that there? Then make connections. Small observations can lead to great discoveries. All right. I feel like maybe you are doing this more and more. I'm seeing someone just kind of sitting in the room with their family or their children, just watching them kind of be excitedly talking, and you're just kind of thinking to yourself, I did it. Look what I've accomplished. Look at my children. Look at my family. Look at these seeds that I planted. So you should be proud of yourself, Pisces. That's what Spirit's saying, okay? But there is something going on in your environment here that they're trying to give you some sort of signal about. Also, we'll try to see what that is, what they're signaling you about. But let's stay on the healing focus first. Then we'll get into like the warning, okay? Let's keep the flow of the healing going for you, okay? So you're about to come into some sort of discovery, or there's some kind of blossoming happening in your life, and it is due to seeds that you've planted here. Something that maybe you've been acquiring certain knowledge. Whatever you've been like acquiring knowledge about, that's you planting seeds, I'm hearing. What is that about, Spirit? What can you tell me about that? About Pisces garden. This is a beautiful garden, Pisces. You know, it's almost like you've done all the hard work. You've planted the seeds. You've watered the seeds. Allow yourself to step back for a moment and cherish your work is what I'm hearing. Okay? To admire your work. Just allow yourself to take a rest. Okay? Yeah. They want you to find things that you enjoy. So maybe Pisces, who I'm talking to, you're so used to like, your life is all about your children. Your life is all about everybody else, right? So you don't really know, like, what is it that you enjoy to do? What is it that brings, you know, other than your family and your children and such, but what is it that brings that spark into your life? Brings excitement and curiosity into your life. Whatever that is, Spirit wants you to do more of that. It's a hobby. Maybe you're just looking at it as a hobby right now. But you're curious about something, and whatever this hobby is, I think it's part of where it's the direction Spirit's leading you to. It's starting out as a hobby, but it's going to lead to like, maybe, you know, maybe you're going to write children's books, right? It's going to lead to something that's really going to be fruitful for you, okay? It's you planting a new seed. It's like you've planted one part of your garden with your children, your family, and you know, being that person, the nurturer for them, right? You can sit back now, you can admire that part of the garden. Maybe your children are getting older now, or they don't need you as much, and so it's like you're moving into a new patch of your garden. It's time to figure out what new seeds are you going to plant, right? It's still the same garden, but you're moving into a new area of your garden to plant new seeds, and now this part of the garden is going to be all about you. Okay, this part of the garden is going to be all about you discovering who you are, you discovering what is your spark, you know, what ignites your curiosity. Okay, what is it that you enjoy? That's what they want you focusing on moving forward here. So they're drawing you towards some sort of hobby. Yeah, it's time for you to do some self-care, Pisces. Okay, this new part of your garden is going to be all about self-care. That's not selfish, okay? It's not. Spirit's wanting you to focus on you, babe. Seriously. Yeah, it's time for you to be true to you, but you got to figure out who you are. What does that mean to be true to me? If I live my life for so many people and then I forget, like, what does it mean? Who am I? What does it mean to be true to me? How do I care for myself? Me caring for myself is me caring for everybody I love. To me, that's me caring for self, but they don't need me so much anymore. So now it's like you're being forced to like pour all of that energy, that emotion, all of that time into yourself, Pisces. Okay, you could be going through some sort of empty nest syndrome here. I'm hearing that for somebody. Whoever I'm talking to, your children are older, okay, and you've got more time on your hands. And you're trying to like, you can go one of two ways. You can go into depression and feeling like all hope is lost because you're not as needed anymore. Or you find something that you know, you find who you were before you had children. You figure out what it is you like to do. And you focus all of that energy, that free time into developing and loving and nurturing yourself. That's what Spirit's asking you to do. You're at a fork in the road here on what seeds are you going to plant in this next patch of garden, okay? And they're encouraging you to find hobbies that resonate with you as far as like making you feel healthy and nurtured, your own self. Maybe go get massages, right? I've been hearing that I need to get a massage. Get your nails done, or take an arts and crafts class, or, you know, if you want to write a book, finally sit down and take the time to write that book that's always been in your heart to write. That's what I'm hearing for somebody, okay? Yeah, it's time for you to figure out who you are and then be true to who you are and not feel guilty about it. That's important, I'm also hearing, right? It's very important that you allow yourself to just be and not feel guilty for being who you are, okay? For giving time to yourself. What's coming in? What's future energy here? Yeah, perseverance. You are a survivor. I'm hearing, I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. That's your anthem, okay? You've survived a lot. But yeah, you're in this energy of perseverance. You've survived a lot. Yeah, darkness. You've overcome a lot of darkness in your life. Okay? You have. And also I feel like spirit, if you are going through like an empty nest situation, please don't shoot the messenger here. But spirit saying some of you guys, you may be codependent on your relationships with your children, and that's not healthy for you or your children. Spirit wants you to kind of maybe take a step back, allow them to fly, even if they're going to make a mistake. But I feel like you want to kind of protect them, and it's because of all the darkness that you face that you know is out there, and you want to try to keep them from that. But you know, we all got our own walk to walk, especially you know our children too. But you've overcome a lot in your life with this perseverance from the darkness here, and so you're on the other side of that if you allow yourself to be. Okay, you're stepping into a new patch of earth where you've overcome the dark. You've overcome the darker parts of your life. You're moving into a time of just rest and nurturing for you. It's well deserved, Pisces. Okay. Tell me about hobbies. Devastation. Yeah, Spirit wants you to trade this time that you use worrying about everybody, where it puts you in this energy of feeling devastated and just worried about the darkness repeating itself. Whatever that is, worry, fear, doubt, anxiety, that you find yourself taking up time and emotions, right? You get into this trap almost, to where you focus on what's wrong and the devastation of things, and then it's like the darkness tries to seep your energy. So they want you to replace this devastation energy that you know you're used to operating in, and that's a protection. I mean, you did that because you were needing to protect yourself. That it's understandable, but you're in a new life. You're moving into a new phase. You don't need to be in that anymore. You don't have to protect yourself in that way anymore. They want you to replace that time and energy that you use worrying about everybody else, and focus on your hobbies and self-care. Uplift your thoughts, uplift your emotions, release your worries to the Most High God, to the universe. Release your children to be who they need to be. Like, if you let them be free, you're going to experience freedom too. They want you to pray and meditate. Okay, that says meditation. Meditation is very important to our self-care, guys. Prayer, meditation. Replace those moments where you feel like you're worrying and you get lost in your thoughts and you go down the rabbit hole of worry. Instead of allowing that to take hold, catch yourself in those moments and force yourself to meditate instead. You can put on a guided meditation on YouTube or other platforms, and just, bring yourself out of that pathway that's always leading back to like the devastation and the darkness that's already in the past. It's in the past, it's gone, you've already overcome the experiences of that, right? So you don't have to continue to live in that unless you choose to. So Spirit's trying to teach you how to take power over your emotions, over your thoughts, and be more responsible with your own time, your own energy, how you spend that energy. Because when you're worrying about things outside of your control, that's you spending time and energy, and it's like putting it in a broken vessel. It's never going to return anything to you, right? Except for more worry, more darkness, more fear. So right now they're trying to teach you how to break free from this pattern that has protected you for a long time up to this point, or you felt like it protected you, but did it really protect you? It did help you overcome a lot of things in your life, but it's also left its mark on you, right? It's also left it's left you behind a wall of some sorts. An emotional wall is what I'm hearing, and they want you to tear that wall down. And you're going to do that through self-care, through meditation, through figuring out who you are and what you enjoy to do. No longer focusing on just the devastation and the past hurt and darkness that you've experienced. You've already persevered. You've already gotten through that. You've already overcome it. You don't have to live there anymore unless you choose to. And what I mean by choose to, I mean when you continuously let your thoughts and your emotions go to the past, or repeat things that have happened in the past, and you bring it here into your present moment. And then you're manifesting even more of that into your future, because a lot of us don't even know we're doing that. We've just become so conditioned to thinking that that's just normal when it's not. That's why Spirit's calling you to self-care and healing at this time, okay? So this is somebody's story. Only take what you'll know what resonates for you and what don't, okay? But yeah, so the advice from Spirit is to focus on meditation, self-care, find hobbies, bring yourself out of always assuming the worst, or expecting the worst. Okay, you've already persevered from a lot of darkness. You don't have to bring that darkness into this present moment. You don't. You get to be consciously aware that you're doing that, and then you get to make a conscious choice. You get to use your free will and wield it over this dark pattern, okay, that has caused a lot of devastation on your path. Yes, Spirit's putting you on a firm foundation. You're learning a lesson about this, and you're going to be put on a firm foundation. This is your achievement. This is what maybe you're discovering this. Maybe you're looking into like how to overcome your negative thinking patterns, how to overcome past wounds. I mean, a lot of us in the collective are healing and being given like these nuggets of truth and guidance from Spirit that are leading us into the tools and the things we need to overcome our own personal battles with like the things we've been conditioned to hold on to, right? And so that's what I feel like Spirit's doing for whoever I'm talking to here. But you've got a firm foundation and you've achieved a lot. Focus on the achievements, not on the fear of what could be. Yeah, and that's going to be your spiritual union. This is you coming into union with your higher self. Focus on the goodness of life and not just the things you've had to overcome. Those things were needed to this point, but you've already planted and harvested from that garden. You've already watered the seeds. Your kids are doing good, I'm hearing. Your family, you guys are on a firm foundation. There's no need to worry there. Right now, what's being called of you is to release that hold of darkness. And it's not meaning other people necessarily for you. It's your mental energy. It's your emotional energy. Okay? It's the things that you don't say to people. It's the things that people don't know you feel. All that stuff that runs around like a broken record in your head that you don't necessarily express to others, but you hold it in and then you allow it to scar you and build a wall against the world. And Spirit needs you to let that go. Whoever I'm talking to, okay? So what are you going to discover in your environment? Yeah, there's something exciting going on around you. Maybe with your children, or like pay attention to your health. Okay, if you're experiencing any type of bad health, Spirit wants you to know our thoughts do affect our physical body. Our thoughts and our emotions do create, it's all connected. Okay. So they want you focused on your personal health right now, your mental health, your spiritual health, and your emotional health. You got a firm foundation in the physical, it looks like. There's some excitement going on around your health that you're going to discover. Maybe you're waiting to hear some news about a test, about your heart. Maybe something about a test about your heart could be causing some sort of excitement in regards to your health. Maybe there's a little fear there, but I feel like Spirit's telling me to tell you it's going to be okay. They don't want you focusing on the worst case scenario if this is you. They want you focusing on, look around and cherish the garden that you've planted already. Look around and be proud of yourself. Be proud of all that you've accomplished. You've achieved a lot. You've got to give yourself kudos there, okay? They want you to give yourself praise and be proud of yourself at this time. And also, whatever's going on with your health here, there's some excitement. Yeah, your obstacles to overcome, but it's in reverse. So maybe it's not as bad as you thought it was, right? Maybe there's been some sort of fear around health and you're just assuming it's going to be the worst case scenario. Spirit's saying it's not, okay? They want you to get your mental, emotional health right. They want you to work on healthy connections with the people in your life. They want you to work on being that way. If work on that health, that's what you can control. There's something going on in your physical body that you feel like is outside of your control, okay, that you're waiting on some result about, and it is outside of your control, but Spirit wants you to surrender and not worry about it. I know it's easier said than done, but they're telling you you can control the health of your relationships with others, the health of your thoughts, the health of your emotions. And by you taking your power back over those things, somehow it's all connected to whatever this news is that you're waiting to receive about a physical health issue. Okay? They want you to gain this understanding, because the obstacles to overcome is in reverse. You're persevering. You're going to be okay. Whatever that is, Spirit wants you to know you're okay. You're going to be okay. Yeah, there could be an older man that you're worried about. If this isn't your health, maybe it's an older man in your life and you're worried about his health. Okay? There could be some excitement going on about that. So if it's not your own health, some of y'all it's going to be your own health. Some of you guys it's like an older father figure, maybe a husband even. You're worried about his heart condition. Okay? Spirit's saying it's outside. Whatever it is, it's out of your hands. It's out of your control. Okay? You can't affect it even if you wanted to. You can't make any type of change to that physical situation. So what you can control is your perception, your energy. Are you going to allow it to put you in a devastating state of mind and emotion to where it's affecting you in a negative way? Are you going to hope for the best? Whatever that is, this is like a test that you're going through. You're going to pay attention to your surroundings, okay? Yeah, it's time to repair a bridge. There's something that's been unsuccessful. There's an unsuccessful outcome to a problem that you're about to find a solution for. And it could have to do with this older man and some heart situation or something about a heart. Yeah, you are protected from negative forces that are beyond your control. That could just be negative thoughts, negative emotions. You're going to be protected. Yeah, you're receiving a successful outcome to your problem. Yeah, beware of self-delusion, right? You got your lesson is self-delusion is what I've been describing, where it's like you get into this mental, emotional state. That's self-delusion. You go down, you're repeating devastations from the past, even though you've already persevered. It's redirecting your energy to a darker place where Spirit wants you to come out of that, let it go, look at all you've accomplished, and just love people in your present moment and not worry about, any future moments you may or may not have with people. Live in this present moment and just cherish all that you have around you. Be proud of your firm foundation. Okay, there is going to be there's successful news coming in regards to some health issue that there's been some excitement about. There is a father figure you could be repairing a relationship with, okay? And whatever was going on negative in your environment, Spirit is stepping in to protect you and your family from that, whatever that's been, okay? So anyways, that's what I'm seeing for you for your reading, Pisces. Let me see if there's any other advice. Before we go, I'm going to pull a chakra card. I'm being called to pull a chakra card for you, okay? Let's see. For Pisces, Spirit. Yeah, it's all about your heart and just being open to generosity. Generosity means, it doesn't always mean being generous to everybody else. I mean, that's good. You should always be generous to people, but you got to be generous to yourself too, Pisces. Okay? But also that you're being called to share something. It says generosity is sharing. I give myself freely and I am open to opportunities to do so. I do this because I can and I expect nothing in return. Speaking from the heart will let those around me know how I feel about them. My generosity will touch another person's heart and replenish their spirit. Through love, I have a positive, spontaneous, and lasting influence on the healing and transformation of both myself and others. Wow. So, yeah, open your heart at this time. Believe in the generosity of yourself, of others. Focus on your self-care. Believe, if it's like you getting your heart, your mind, and your emotions balanced right now is very important. It's, if it is your health issue that you're experiencing, it's either way, it's important. If it's this older man's health issue that you're worried about, just understand you're worrying about something that is outside of your capabilities, outside of your control. Surrender it to the universe, and then trust at this point that you know it's all going to work out. Yeah, you're going to be moved in a new direction. It's time for you to move in some sort of new direction. That could just be energetically, right? But you're being guided into a new hobby, and that's focused around something that's considered self-care for you. All right, so that's what I'm getting for you guys. Let me read one more for Pisces spirit. Okay. Yeah, achievement, consciousness. The eyes of the heart are your path to the light. Okay, so your achievement, what you're achieving right now is you're stepping into awareness, to consciousness, okay? It says, today I pay attention to every thought and feeling that I manifest. My outer world reflects my inner consciousness. I pour the light of my awareness on my most constructive thoughts so that they will grow and produce the experiences I want. Mindful of what I create in this universe, I become an expression of divine light. And so that's basically everything I was just trying to explain. Okay? This is what they got you achieving right now. This is what you're working on. You know, being a master of your own universe, a master of your thoughts, a master of your emotions, and also being aware of how your inner life ends up projecting into your outer life and how that may affect your outer world, right? You're able to see and gain a higher new perspective about yourself and the world around you because you're stepping into your consciousness. And remember that your eyes, the eye of your heart is what's going to always lead you to the perfect time. So keeping your heart open is important. That's why you can't be putting bricks up on that wall. You got to be able to have an open heart to follow that heart and trust that heart, okay? The eyes of the heart says, today I perceive the real beauty of everybody I meet. With the eyes of my heart, I see behind the personality and focus on the energy of love that dwells beneath the surface. I am filled with wonder at the presence of God in every one of us. The eyes of the heart allows me to see the divine shining everywhere. Path of Light says, life places the perfect people and situations on my path to help me advance on my journey of inner growth. I possess the courage I need to progress. Despite any obstacles I might meet, I study my experiences, seeking the wisdom they have to offer. In this way, I improve from day to day. Today, I choose to grow in faith, and I am confident that at the end of my road, I will join the light. And this is what you're achieving right now. Consciousness, an open heart, and rejoining your higher self, the light, the collective, your collective of light, okay? It says, as I advance on the road towards achievement, I discover my greatest strength and learn from each challenge. I believe in my truest potential. Today I have faith in my abilities and in myself. I move forward towards the fulfillment of my vision. I reach my objectives. I am courageous. I embrace life. I am always in good company on this journey towards the light. All right, there you go. I love you guys so much. Take what fits, leave what doesn't. Yeah, good luck. Remember, focus on the beautiful garden that you've planted. Cherish the good. Cherish it all, Pisces. Even the darkness that you've had to persevere over, it served a purpose for you, babe. It did. It did. It showed you how strong you are, and it put you in a place of honor when it comes to like your family and such. So it served its purpose, but you can let it go. You've already overcome and persevered through most of all of that. Don't torture yourself by holding on to it mentally and emotionally. Allow yourself to be in the light, to live in the light, to remember who you are. Nurture yourself, okay? I love you guys. Bye.